at. So the prior week, these are the moves of XRP, right? So this is last Sunday, the 23rd, right here, all the way to April 2nd, right here. We can see the bottom of XRP and we can see the top of XRP, and that's going to give us our tops and our bottom right here, that we can kind of have an idea of the range that XRP is kind of like floating in. And then the next week, we want to see what direction does XRP travel, right? And that's what we're looking at right here. And currently it's staying within this, comes out of this range here. This was its lower range, and it's kind of sitting in this little zone here, right? So currently XRP coming into the end of this week, this would be our new Sunday would be in this zone right here. All right, this is where our new Sunday begins, 1600 hours, somewhere around here. But it does look like right now XRP is starting to find a range up, looking like it wants to go back up and test 52 cents here. So it is double tapped here, tapped again, and that's its move right there. So XRP does look like it's gaining some confidence. It wants to get into this little zone here of 52.60. So that's the range of XRP right now, 48.60, 52.60, starting to build some momentum there. So let's take a look at it overall. On an entire plane here. So from, oh yeah, we got a 15-minute. Oh, we're sitting above the 200 moving average. Not bad. Yeah, there it's trying to retest this week high of 51.49. The volume here on the 15-minute is oversold, so I would wait on that. The 30-minute is also at the top, so I would feel XRP is going to have some type of pullback here, but we can come back to XRP when the 15-minute and the 1 hour, or the 15-minute and the 30-minute kind of come to an end. We do have a 1 hour moon here and a 1 hour trend, so we missed our entry point here, guys. See this entry point? This is the entry point that we were waiting on. A 1 hour moon and a 1 hour trend. Put an entry point right here, 50.66. So it looks like XRP is pumping here, but we kind of missed that first entry point. So waiting for XRP to reset here is going to be the issue that we're going to have here.
I got in on that 50-60.
Did you?
Yeah, I got 40, 45, and then I got wicked out on that last little guy.
So what I want to do here, guys, is kind of like go over the scenario of like cost average inserting, right? So like, I think because a lot of times when I'm listening to you guys, a lot of times I think the entries and the stop losses are where you guys are kind of struggling, and I think what we need to do is kind of implement a thing like this. So let's say you're going to invest a $50 bag and you're looking for XRP, and you say, okay, I'm going to get into XRP. I'm going to do a $50 bag, right? So your first entry, you do an entry like a $15 entry, right? Or a $20 entry, something around there. And then on the first pullback, right, you take in and put a $10, you add 10 more dollars to that. So you're $30 in. Then when you have that big push up and it pulls back again, then you throw in that last $20 and you get that second push. This way you're also protecting yourself as it does pull back. You're buying the pullbacks, which is increasing your stake, but also, working down the stop loss side or the percentages in your favor. So your cost average buying into a trade. So that way you can add a little bit more as you move into the other direction. All right, so let's see here. Now for me, let's take a look at XRP here. Now this is the entry right here. This is the simplicity of it. We have a green moon here on the 1 hour. We come up, it retests, right? And that's what I'm always talking about, guys. Like anytime that you get an alert, you want to see an alert push. You want it to retest the area of support, right? And then on that retest, that's where you want to kind of get in if you're going to get in early. So that retest would have got you in somewhere around 50.43. If you wait for the next retest, which is this one right here, you see that we get a trend, right? That was our entry 50-60, right? Still not a bad entry, but this retesting entry is the pro entry right here, right? A retesting of that support, and then you're in here, and now you're basically walking this up. Now let's take a look here, and I want to pull up one more chart here because I want to look at these other indicators as we start to kind of see on both sides what we can get. I want to see my Fibonacci's. I want to see some smart trends. And on this one, what do I need? Okay. All right, I'm going to go 1 right there. Okay. What are we looking at? XRP? XRP 1 hour. All right, here we go. Okay, so now we have our XRP 1 hour, and we can see that we got a buy in here at 50.74. You see that? So I got to make some adjustments here to update these particular indicators that we can start taking advantage of some of these moves. These are bots here that we use on our earlier videos, but they have to be adjusted correctly. As you can see, they're missing the buy zones in here. But this is a strong buy here, but this already pumped, so you'd be getting in at like a 50.88. You see what I'm saying? And the green moon popped up here. So Boog, where you at? So this is where Boog is testing these. These are the indicators that she's using right now, and we see that we're kind of a little bit behind here on this entry here. Let me take a look at XRP. Let's go to the 1 hour, right? Let's take a look at the 1 hour. That's really what we want to see. All right. So on the 1 hour, we got a buy signal in here. This isn't too bad. We got a buy signal at the 50.62, but this would have been pumping somewhere in here. So about 50.80, we would have got a buy signal, which isn't too shady, right in this little zone here. And if we're looking at the 1 hour, you want to trade on the higher time frame, guys. Let's go back and kind of see how this all played out here. So we're starting to see these order blocks form. And what I want to show you guys is, you know, taking a look at like where you're moving at, right? So the RSI right here for me, when you see these 1 hour RSIs down here, right? I like to trade with the RSIs and kind of like get early positions. So I think one of the biggest rules that I want to kind of implement is trading with the RSI, and just kind of like, because we don't want to over trade, right? So I think the biggest rule is trade with the RSIs so that you're not over trading, right? So for instance, if we take a look here, we have the 1 hour RSI crossover at this zone here, right? That would have been about 49.90. Let's take a look over here. We're going to validate the XRP. All right, here's XRP here. Am I looking at Doge or XRP? All right, that's my XRP here. Okay. All right, now I need to, oh, that's why I'm over here. All right, that's why I'm confused. All right, there we go.
I'm here, boss.
I know. Yeah. So we're gonna dive into these. 'Cause, you know, we had these indicators on the earlier videos, and we kind of like moved away from the bots and stuff, just because it's you know, we have to really adjust them, and that's why I want to compare here so that we can, since you're using these, we can kind of compare here, and we can start updating these settings to where it's kind of like a little more accurate versus on the other side. So now, for me, what I want to kind of see is like a very simple rule of thumb, right? And the rule of thumb for me is really kind of like, I think over trading is the issue. So what we need is to kind of stop over trading, right? So I think for me, it's like the one thing I always like to do is I always want to trade with a 30-minute RSI. You know what I mean? I always like that RSI. And I think if we implement where we have the 1 hour, the 30, the 15 in the same direction, right? Kind of like eliminates all the other things that we're looking at, all the noise, and it kind of just simplifies it here, right? So here's our 1 hour, and we see that we see that we're heading up to the top of our 1 hour here. Taking a look at XRP here on the 1 hour, you can see here that we're breaking a little bit here, and we're struggling to get up here, but it's still moving up. But now I slide over and I say, okay, perfect. The 1 hour is heading up. I go to my 30-minute. Notice my 30 minutes on the pullback. You see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so right there, even though XRP looks like a long and it looks like all these things are happening, we can look at the 30-minute and be like, I can't take a long right now, right? Simple way to not overtrade, right? Now, what I can do there, oh, we got a trend here. Okay, so looking at the overall, right? So we take a look here at XRP, we can see that we got a 4-hour red moon. We just cracked some volume here, and we're starting to move up on this 4-hour RSI, right? So this is a long. So XRP long is incoming, okay? And let me start this video.